Assalamu alaikum. In my last video, we understand the concept of cure, and today we are going to understand the concept of disease in homeopathy, which is a little bit different from other system of therapeutic. In homeopathy, we consider that disease is not only the material disturbance of the body. For instance, if a patient visits our clinic and complaining about stomach problem, we will focus on stomach, but we will also focus on the whole of the organism and try to gather the group of symptoms because we understand that disease is the dynamic disturbance which will always be manifested through totality of symptoms. So we have to ask questions from our patient, which is very necessary. We will ask question about mental emotional state of the patient. Is there any specific causation? For example, patient says that someone insult me, and after that I I got aggravate my stomach problem. So it is not always the microbial invasion that which is the whole and sole cause of the disease. There are so many emotional disturbances lurking behind that specific problem. So in homeopathy, we have to look for that dynamic disturbances, and for that we have to gather and we have to ask different questions to gather totality of symptom. Because in my clinical practice, I have seen so many patients who bring pathological investigations, and what I saw that was very astonishing for me. So many patients telling me that doctor, my reports are quite normal, and I did whole scan of the body, but there is no pathological disturbance, but still I am feeling ill. What is that? So this is the dynamic disturbance which is felt by the patient and manifested through symptoms. Patient is complaining, this is a symptom, but pathological reports are quite normal. So in homeopathy, we consider that disease is the dynamic disturbance. Disease is the immaterial disturbance which will always be manifested through totality of symptoms, through group of symptoms. And Dr. Hahnemann, a medical doctor who is the founder of homeopathy, written a book, Organon of Medicine. You can read the para 81, where Dr. Hahnemann is saying about pathology, that what a homeopathic physician need to know about that. And the prescription of homeopathic true physician will not depend upon the pathological diagnosis of other system of therapeutic. So here is totally different concept of diagnosing in homeopathy practice. So for diagnosing, we have to understand the emotional and mental altered state of the patient, and we ask about specific causation, whether that causation is dynamic or mental emotional or physiological. We have to ask questions about general health. So we consider that stomach is not the only problem. With the stomach, we have to consider the whole of the organism. So what we call the homeopathy is a holistic approach. Instead of we just focus on particular organ which is disease and about which patient is complaining. So just like that, if a patient having an ulcer on the leg, there is dynamic disturbance behind that. So all the material and mechanical disturbances are secondary to that dynamic disturbances which is primary, and this primary disturbance lies in the weakness of vital force. Whenever your vital force begin to weak, it will begin to produce symptoms, and that symptoms will be found in mental state also, emotional state also, and physiological level also. So in our clinic, we give time to patients and we ask different questions from our patients and try to gather group of the symptoms to cure the incurable diseases. In homeopathy, so many diseases are cured, where in other system of therapeutic you take medicines until your death. So in homeopathy, concept of disease is totally different from other system of therapeutic. Thank you so much.